let's talk about betrayal trauma for a moment. I didn't know I had betrayal trauma, but y'all, I had betrayal trauma. And I was watching a video the other day about betrayal trauma on TikTok. It's a good one. Maybe I'll link it below if I can find it again. But he was telling what it feels like to go through betrayal trauma. And y'all, I was like, this is it. And it's awful. But what it made me think of is years ago, after my husband had an affair and I'm trying to make it work and he's just going on with his life, I remember telling him this story. So I like word pictures to help me see the situation that I'm in, feeling the way that I'm feeling from a different perspective. And then I think, okay, what does this look like in a different scenario? And it's really graphic, but it was so true. And I remember feeling this way. So here's what I felt like. My ex-husband was a horse trainer, and he did have a dog, and he did have a truck, and he did have clients that were women. I always felt like he put everybody before me. And if you're dealing with a narcissist, then take note. If you're trying to tell them how you feel, they don't care. Okay, so save yourself, save your story, save all the blah, 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 because that's what it sounds like to them. I kept thinking, well, if I explain it enough, he'll understand. So here's my word picture. What it felt like to live with him and to be in that marriage and to be in the situation was that I felt like a dog that was chained to the back of his truck, that the dog had fallen out of the truck while he was driving, and he was going really fast down the asphalt road, and the dog was being dragged behind the truck. Dog is yelping, right? Barking, screaming really loudly. After a long period of yelping and wailing and being dragged behind the truck, he finally stopped, and like he would go back and check on the dog that was bleeding profusely because it's been dragged for many miles on the concrete. And he would look at the dog, and the dog's trying to say, this is really hurting me. This is painful. I don't like this. Can you please help me? And he looked at the dog, and he got back in his truck, and he pushed the accelerator to go faster while the dog was still on the asphalt being dragged behind the truck. That's what it felt like. I felt like I was going, help, help, this really hurts, this really hurts. And he would come, like, look at me, and he'd listen to me, and then he'd keep going. The question may be, why did you stay? And it's a great question. Now I know the answer. I was in a trauma bond. I didn't know that at the time. I didn't have a clue why I felt like a dog being dragged behind a truck on concrete going top speed, and I stayed. I didn't know then because I thought I want out, but I want my kids to have their dad. You know, I mean, it was so messed up. The narcissist doesn't care. If that's you and you're with a narcissist and you have betrayal trauma and a trauma bond, oh my gosh, y'all, it's a doozy. If you're ready to move forward, I can help you. I stayed stuck so long. I didn't know I could get out. I didn't know what to do that I was out. I just wanted one moment to pass that I didn't think about him. Y'all, I'm so far past that. So if you're in that, I just want you to know it is okay. There is life after. It does hurt like hell, and like you're being dragged behind a truck on the concrete at top speed. But you can get detached from that, and you can live after that, and you can have great life after that. But you have to be willing and ready to be done. That's all you have to do, because this is not going to get better. He's not going to slow down. He's not going to pick you up and put you in the truck. But there's good life after. And he is not the only man on the planet. He's not.